Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. I am James. It is Friday and we're going to do a very quick, almost live update. What do we got going on? It's miserable outside. It's minorly miserable inside. We're at 79 degrees inside, but it's only 51% humidity, whereas it's like 88% humidity at 75 outside. This is the rolling storage cart that we are currently assembling. This is leftover pieces from the plywood that we used to make the curved I-beam. Mostly. Some other scrap 3/4 inch that we had just kind of laying around. So that is getting ready to get glued up on the bottom. Still am undetermined on how we're going to do the top here, but that's kind of the fun of the adventure, right? Other exciting news is that, stepping on things, the bandsaw is resurrected and up and running. There was a loose pulley on the drive motor shaft, and then as I was disassembling that, there is a decided lack of strain relief on the motor, and so because I am, the 300-pound gorilla in the shop here, managed to pull the leads off of the motor, so we had to get that hooked back up. I've got a 1/2 inch Starrett 4 TPI, just a rip blade on there now, and the exciting thing is that I had totally forgotten about this ShopFox mobile stand that I had. I found the parts, the leveling feet that will also help it to brake and stay stationary. I found those online at Grizzly. Grizzly at one point, well, in fact, they still do sell them. If you go to ShopFox, you can't get parts through ShopFox. Go to Grizzly. They may have the parts that you need for it. And now this thing moves like so super easy. And then I've gone ahead and I have quasi-permanently affixated a dust collection hose to the back of that, just so I don't have to crawl back in there every time. I have found a nifty use for these little nickel-sized neodymium magnets that have got adhesive on the back of them. I use them to keep adjusting tools on the piece of equipment that they go to, so I don't have to scrounge around looking for them anymore. So there's my adjusting 1/8 inch Allen wrench for the bandsaw, and then I also use it to keep the chuck on the old drill press that we found. I am still looking for the appropriately sized key to go to that chuck. The one that I have, this is a Jacobs, it says K32 on it, but the guide pin, this part, isn't the right size. You can see it kind of wallows around in there. So I can kind of turn that in there, but it doesn't kind of work. So we're still kind of looking for one of those. I just don't know what to look for. I had a coupon or like a gift card thing and picked up was looking for a vise, and all the ones that I could find out there were, they were like 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks used. I found this one for 19 bucks. It's probably worth half that. But now I've got something that I can hold pieces of work in the drill press should we ever get the drill press working. What else is going on? We're trying to get things set up so we can start routing binding on Adam's parlor guitar. It's just a slow process because every time I think I'm ready to do it, I need that little laminate trimmer to do something else. So we're getting there. This is hopefully going to disappear very quickly once we get that built. What else is going on? We're going to take that apart, because first of all, I've got the table saw mounted the wrong way on the stand. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to lower it down so that it is at the same working height as that table saw, so that we can use one or the other as just kind of an impromptu outfeed table if we need to, and then hopefully we can get that dialed in, because I still haven't got that. Still don't have that where I want it. I think with enough adjusting, that should be a pretty reliable table saw for what I do, but it's just not there yet. The video cart is in sketching and planning stages. I've got my 2 displays. There's a napkin around here somewhere with some sketches on what's going to happen over there. And we're still very happy with this, even though we haven't really used it, because we're trying to get all the other junk straightened up. Although I have figured out how we can move it. This is a little parts retriever. This is a parts retriever with a magnet on the end of it. I think the stream, I'm getting kind of back in the spot where the stream's not real good. And so then we can just push that around there. And then when we're done with it, because it's magnetic, just stick it back on the duct and push it up out of sight, where even my little short T-Rex arms can reach up and get it. So anyways, that is what's going on. There's all kinds of little teeny tiny projects that are going on for Mrs. Rattlecan, and you know, you just gotta, some days you gotta know what side your bread's buttered on, so we try to take care of those, keep Mrs. Rattlecan happy. Anyways, that's what's going on. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hey, if you're a patron, look for an email from me, because I need something from you so I can get something to you. Again, if you're a paid patron this month, look for an email that I sent to you. Anyways, that's what's going on. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Cheers.